Hello and welcome to the UK Horse Racing Experts. My name is Richard. In this video, I'm just going to briefly explain to you the importance of money management when betting on horses. Like anything in life, betting and making money, stock markets, property, and so on, it's all about money management. That determines your success and failure whilst making money. So I've just prepared a short slide and we're just going to go through that right now. So with money management, controlling your money is crucial to your success. Okay, we are not looking for necessarily trying to win 90% of the horses that we bet on. That's simply not really possible. You may get it if you lay horses, but if you're backing horses trying to get 80-90%, it's no point trying to look for systems like that. They rarely, if ever, exist. Okay, so the most important thing is how you manage your money. So that's crucial to your success. Now what you'd like to do is to stake 1 to 2% of your total betting account on any single one bet. Okay, so stake 1 to 2% of your total betting account on any one bet. So for instance, if you have a bank of £100, you'd place £1 or maybe £2 per bet. For those betting on Betfair, as you know, the minimum stake is £2, so you'd want an account of either £100 to £200 to get going. Now, some may feel that this is a bit too low. For instance, betting £2. It's entirely up to you, but do remember that managing your money is most important, and in particular managing your losses. Okay, so even though I have written here 1 to 2%, and some punters don't do that. Some punters probably go about 10, 15, 20%. That's far too high, okay? And there's a main reason for that, okay? Now, by betting or staking 1 to 2% of your total betting account, this basically allows you to stay in the game, okay? And this basically allows you to manage your losses as well. Managing your losses is absolutely crucial, and I'll go into that in the next point here. The greatest money makers learn how to control and manage their money, and in this way they manage their losses. Okay, some traders actually manage their losses better. They're more focused on managing their losses than trying to make money from their profitable trades. So please bear that in mind. What you'd like to do is to make sure you stay in the game. The best way to stay in the game is to manage your losses, and by managing your losses you will be able to ride out any losing runs that you may have, okay, because they are inevitable when betting. And obviously the most important thing is to then focus on the medium and long term goal, which is of course making money. Now another technique, I'll call it the feeling test. If you're not quite happy with the 1 or 2% of your total betting account, then you could do something what's known as the feeling test. And what this essentially is to get a feeling as to how you basically feel when you lose money. So for instance, if you decided to bet £100 on a single horse and you lost, obviously it would feel a bit disappointed, or you would feel disappointed by that horse losing. But for some people, £100 can be far too much to stake. If you find yourself being emotionally distraught, so if you find yourself very, very down by losing £100, then maybe you need to lower the figure down to maybe £50. Now, just get a feeling as to how you would feel if you lost £50 should your horse then lose. If you feel okay and you feel absolutely fine, then maybe that's the figure to go for. If you again feel that's far too much money to lose, then maybe go down to £20 and keep doing so. £10, £5, £2, and so on. Okay, you'll find that you'll get to a point where you feel actually I don't mind losing, for instance, £5 or £10. If that's the feeling that you get, that's the figure to go for. Okay, but I would suggest using 1 to 2% as a benchmark. And one thing to get rid of in any money-making venture, including horse racing, is greed and fear. There are times when, and I've been through this before when I first started out many years ago, you hit a good winning run, you then up your stakes considerably, and therefore you get a greed mentality, and then obviously you're emotionally distraught when you've lost several hundred, if not several £1,000s on a single bet. Okay, so you don't want to get greed in there. On the other hand, you don't want fear. Okay, and fear tends to come in, especially when you have a losing run. You tend to give up on the system, or you give up on tips, or give up on horse racing altogether. But then you'll go on to something else. But because you haven't managed your losses, what you'll tend to find is that you'll basically lose money maybe in horse racing, lose money in the stock market, lose money elsewhere as well. But the main reason is not the system, it's actually yourself. So you need to manage your greed and fear. Okay, so that was just a very brief video on money management. I hope you found that useful. Look out for more of our videos soon. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Take care.